This is the thumbnail. Okay. This is the story of the time I met Fall Out Boy. This is weird. I'm having kind of an out-of-body experience, and also the lighting is just crazy, and I don't want to look at myself like this. There's no way to fix it. Okay. I'm just gonna tune it out. So let's see. The year, I'm not entirely sure. I was still in high school. I was 17, had to have been, because I'm thinking, I remember my ages by what my hair looked like, and I had a asymmetrical bob, and it was jet black, and I had thick straight across bangs. Honestly, I think it was pretty iconic, because I had such a round baby face at the time. I say like I don't have one now, but it was even worse, and I just think it looked cute. I looked like a little, I don't know, cartoon character or something. But anyway, so that was when I was 17, and I'm assuming the album they were touring had to have been Folie à Deux, because it wasn't Infinity on High, because I saw that Honda Civic tour, and that was not this. Cobra Starship was there. I think All Time Low was there. Yes, All Time Low was there. Metro Station was there. That might have been it. I don't remember. This is like too much backstory. I'm just trying to like set the scene, I guess. The scene. Okay, this was my plan. So I had meet and greet tickets. I had never experienced anything like this in my life. I'd never met like someone of that level of like, not only that level of like actually famous, but like also that I actually like cared about enough to be like feeling some type of way about meeting them. So it was like, I've never been more focused and driven in my life. I had a plan, like in my head. I planned this out for months. I knew exactly what I was gonna do and what I was gonna say to get what I needed out of the experience. And all I wanted out of the experience was for Patrick Stump to understand that I am a cool person. Like, I'm not like a regular, I'm not a regular fan, I'm a cool fan, because we have the same taste in music, and we vibe on the same wavelength, and we just like, we get each other, and I needed Patrick to know that. So, I was like, here's what I have to do. I have to wear something strange that like not other people my age would be wearing. And not only that, I'm going to wear something specifically that will catch Patrick's attention, and in the event that it didn't catch his attention, it would be relevant enough that I could bring it up. Like, because it was an autograph and you get a picture with them type of situation. This is already 6 minutes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I told you it was a long story. I'm gonna try to go fast. So anyway, I had this whole plan of like how I was going to like get Patrick to actually like notice me and me be like memorable, and he would like get our vibe. I'm trying, like, what is the straightest shot through the story? Okay, so I had this whole plan. That was basically the plan, because I was like, I'm not gonna be like extra and try to like have some big moment with all of them. Like, I just want to like have like a little thing to like be able to like say something cool to Patrick or have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted, you get it. So, yes. Anyway, what I wore to the concert, the rest of the outfit, very bad. Thank God no pictures exist of it anymore. Not even my meet and greet picture, and I am happy about it. I'm happy that it doesn't exist. My best friend Audie, who I went with, is like, I think she might still have like the small pixelated like preview we got emailed of it, but we just had those pictures on MySpace, and then they just got deleted because, you know, we didn't think to like back things up. But I'm glad that it's gone, and it's how things should be for me. Anyway, the outfit was very bad, but the shirt was the important thing. I was wearing my mother's real life vintage Prince tour t-shirt, and it just looked cool as hell. And I knew either Patrick was going to notice it, or I would be able to say like, oh, like, do you like my shirt? And he would be like, yes, because it was a really cool shirt and he likes Prince, so yes, he would say yes. Okay, I gotta get to this. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. So we're in the meet and greet line. So much other crazy shit happened at that concert, but that's not the story right now. So we're in the meet and greet line, and God, we were minors, so we had to be with our parents. It's so weird to think about how long ago that was. Anyway, so it was me, my best friend, and my mom, and obviously all the other meet and greet people waiting in line. And right away, it seemed like things were going to go south, because we were all just like waiting and waiting for like a really long time. Like, I think they were kind of like late, and because I remember like the moms were like making jokes about it, like trying to tease the girls, being like, oh, they must be hungover, you know, like whatever and stuff. But so then we were waiting a long time, and then security guards came out and gave us this like crazy speech that was so dramatic and serious. And I was thinking they were being so dramatic and serious because I was like, oh, something must be like wrong. Like, I wonder if one of them is like sick or got hurt, or like something is weird, because the security guards were like, look, this is how it's gonna go down. They're gonna walk out here. It was like, no screaming, do not open your mouth, don't look at them, don't talk to them, don't try and touch them, they're gonna walk by the line, like, don't fucking talk to them, don't say anything, they're gonna sit, you're gonna go one by one, get your picture signed, get your picture taken, and fuck off. They didn't say fuck off, but like, that was obviously their tone. And so like, we were like so terrified because we just, you know, this is like already an intense experience. And it was just, we were like so freaked out. So we're waiting, we just got that crazy speech by the guards, and we're all just like standing there like so still, because they told us not to move. They were like, don't scream, don't freak out, don't move, you know, when they like walk by the line. And so we're all just like standing there like so quiet and still, and then finally they start walking up, because we were standing like, this is not important, we were standing out, it was an outside meet and greet, so we were outside. So they're like walking up the sidewalk of where we are all lined up, and we're all just standing there like looking at them. And I was like pretty close to the front of the line, so like by the time they got to the front of the line, I don't know if Patrick was walking first, but he was the one who said something first, because they were all just kind of like looking at each other and then looking at us, and then Patrick just went, you guys are so quiet. Like, he was like weirded out that we were so quiet. And I was like, oh, okay, everything is chill. These security guards were just being ridiculous. And so I was like, here's my moment, I'm gonna go for it. And so, because Patrick, I mean, he gave me my opening. He was like, you guys are so quiet. And he said it right when he got to like where I was in the line. So I was just like, hi, Patrick. Like, exactly like that. So chill, so casual, you wouldn't even believe it. And so of course I was the only person who said anything, because everyone else was just standing there like too scared, because you know the security guards told us we weren't allowed to talk to them or whatever. But I was like, Patrick started it, so I'm going for it. So yeah, I said, hi, Patrick. So then of course he looked at me, because I was the only one who said anything, and he was like, hey. And then he, you know, kind of like processed what he was seeing, and he went, oh, cool shirt. And I was like, thank you. And it was like the meet and greet hadn't even started yet, and I already succeeded. But there will be punishment for my hubris later on. Just you wait. So yeah, I was like, I just nailed this. I'm thriving. I got exactly what I wanted from Patrick within 1 second of meeting him. So that's great. And this is just great for me. And so yeah, we went through, got our autographs, and I don't really remember who was first. I think it was Andy first, and Andy was like, he didn't really talk, but he was like very like sweet and smiling and friendly. I think my mom actually said he like said something nice to her, but he didn't say anything to me. But I was like, I didn't say anything to them really either. I was just like so like, you know, vibrating, especially because I had just had my moment with Patrick in front of everyone, and I was like, I can't believe me and Patrick are best friends now, and everyone knows it. And so yeah, I remember Andy just being like really cute and smiley and friendly, but like also kind of quiet. And then I got to Patrick, and you know, he's like signing the picture, and he was just like, that is just a really cool shirt. And I was just like, yeah, it's my mom's, it's real, it's his real tour shirt, you know, it's not like I bought it like from fucking Forever 21 or something, because like I'm a cool person. And so yeah, he kind of like said, I think we exchanged like a few more words than that, but you know, just whatever. And then Joe was very awkward. I was awkward. Maybe he was awkward too, but I was definitely awkward because I was just so shook up from that by the time I got to Joe, I just didn't know what to do. And I just remember I don't remember if he said something to me or not, but I know he looked at me, because my reaction to it was to just go, like, I literally just smiled at him like a baby, like, because I did not know what else to do. And then Pete was last. I don't remember if he said anything. He seemed kind of like tired, and not in like a bad way, not in a rude way at all. He just seemed kind of like chilled out and a little like sleepy. And so I don't really think we said anything to each other at that point. Just you wait. So then it was time for our picture. We went in like little small groups. And obviously my best friend was in the group with me, and she was like so scared, and she like hadn't really said anything, and she's like so tiny, so she was just kind of like, and I was like, I'm gonna get you your moment too, sis. So when we went to like get in with the pictures, the security guards were kind of like trying to position us so like everyone could be seen, but since she's so tiny, I like used that to my advantage. And I was just like, because she was like all the way over here, like not even close to like any of the band members, and so I like pulled her, and I was just like, oh, here, my friend is so short, can she stand on the other side of Pete? And they were just like, yeah, whatever, you know, they're trying to get it like done super fast. And so she goes and stands on the other side of Pete, and he like put his arm around her, and she got to have that moment. You're welcome. And so then we took our picture, and they had told us, you are not allowed to touch them. Don't fucking do it. It's like, after you get your picture, get the fuck out. Like, you're no talking, no asking them questions, and you can't have them, just leave. But it was just, something came over me, and I was like, this is my favorite band in the world, and I've loved them for so long, and their music means so much to me for so many like complicated, weird reasons. And I need to just say something to Pete. Like, I have to say something, because I hadn't really said anything to him at all. And it just, like, popped out of my mouth, because I knew I couldn't, like, say anything worthwhile in the time that we had. And so, like, because he was standing right next to me when I was on the other side of him when we took our group picture. And so as we were, like, pulling away, I just said, can I have a hug? Like, you know, just to, like, get, like, a quick hug. And he didn't say anything, but he just kind of was like he made, like, that Pete face. And he, like, held his arms out as in, like, yeah, like, you can have a hug. And I just hugged him really quickly, and I was like, I gotta say something. And I said, because what's going through my mind in this moment is, like, your music means so much to me, like, your lyrics, the singing, all of it, it's everything, all of these things, but I couldn't verbalize any of that in that short of amount of time. So I simply hugged Pete Wentz and just said, I love you. I did do that. It really, really happened. And I wasn't trying to be weird. I asked him if I could have a hug, and he consented to that. It was very quick. It wasn't like I was, like, holding on to him and clinging. I literally just, like, went in for a quick hug and was like, I love you, and, like, backed off. Like, it was that, like, nothing and fast. But I did say it, and he obviously heard it, and I was like, because right after that happened, I knew I was gonna get in trouble, so I, like, was skedaddling, and as I was sprinting away, I heard the security guards yelling, no hugs! Do not ask for hugs! Like, yelling at all the other people that, like, you better not fucking try that. But I got away with it, and that is what happened, and I was so fucking embarrassed and so upset and mad at myself, because I was like, this fucking sucks. After I just was so cool with Patrick, exactly like I planned to be, now I've gone and done this, and I told Pete Wentz I loved him, and that really sucks for several reasons. One, because I didn't mean it in, like, a I love you, I'm in love with you, like, you know what I mean, kind of way. I was like, yeah, this sucks, because now Pete thinks I'm, like, in love with him, and that's so awkward, and I'm not, and what am I gonna do now? Like, how are we ever gonna get past this, you know? But no, like, actually, on the real, I was just, like, super embarrassed, and I really felt so stupid, and I just was like, because, you know, I just didn't want to come across as, like, a crazy, like, fangirl, and I felt like I did, and I was really, like, upset by that, low-key, for real. And so, like I said, concert happens, a lot of crazy stuff happens that is not part of this, but this is the important part, and this is where it's going to sound like this is a fake story. But here's the thing, this event really occurred. Like, there are other people there who saw it and heard it, and I'm sure hold this same memory, or maybe not, and maybe Pete has also told this story at, like, other concerts, but I don't know. He did. This is what happened. So, you know, all the other bands go, Fall Out Boy's, like, obviously the last, and it was about maybe, like, halfway through their set. You know, by that time, I had gotten over being, like, embarrassed and, you know, all of that. I was just, and all the other crazy stuff that had happened at the concert. I was just chilling and having fun at that point. And about halfway through their set, you know how, like, they tell stories in between songs. And Pete started telling this story about how, and again, this was a long time ago, and this is just my somewhat accurate autistic memory, but I think he was talking about someone from the band Motley Crue. That's what I remember in my mind. And he was saying that like he like saw him they were staying at the same hotel or something, and like they ended up like being on the same elevator together at one point. And I think what he said was that like he was just so nervous that like he didn't say anything, and like he like felt like dumb for not saying anything, or maybe he did say something dumb, and that's why the point was he was saying that like he had this experience where he was in the same like room as someone from Motley Crue, and it was someone that he like really respected and, you know, admired and loved and whatever, and he felt like, you know, he acted like dumb in front of him. And after he said that, he was like, so I just want you guys to know that if you ever meet us and you feel like you acted weird or stupid, or you were like embarrassing or anything like that, like please never like think that we think of you that way, because we never do. Like we just love you and are like always so excited to like meet you and hang out with you. And I was like, he's literally talking to me. Like he literally was talking to me though. So all in all, it was a really good time. 10 out of 10. Would meet again? Well,